Hi again, this is savewith.crypto. Okay, so I just want to answer this question from my video this morning from CD Cherry Tree, who said, what did the unlock date change to when you did the merge? Okay, so it's on about this this video here, where I had three different bunches of LKMEX, and I merged them all together. So I did screenshots from this video, and then I've done a screenshot from the merged amount of LKMEX, so we can have a look at that. So let's just open those images up now. So here are the three bunches of LKMEX that got merged, and this one here is the result when they got merged. And I don't think it's particularly clever. You know, they've all got these certain unlock dates, and you know what seems to happen is, say for example, the LKMEX in this one from March the 14th will get merged with this lot here from March the 14th. Okay, and then there was no March the 14th there. Then that will end up being this amount here. Okay, and then, you know, for example, on April the 13th, you've got that amount there already. So that gets merged with this from April the 13th, and then this one from April the 13th, and that becomes that lot there on April the 13th. So as far as I can see, the date doesn't change. It just kind of adds it into the main bunch accordingly. So it seems that you know, certain batches of LKMEX have a certain unlock date, and that isn't going to change. The only useful thing about the merge is that I think it saves a little bit on the fees rather than, say, staking each one individually, and also it's more convenient because you can just merge all your LKMEX together and then stake it. So that's what's happening there. Okay, just to mention a few more comments while I'm here that might have confused people in the last few videos as well. Richard Illingworth noticed that I got 104 ZoidPay from my meta bonding claim today, and the reason for that is because I had a bunch of LKMEX in there, like quite a large amount, like 32 grand's worth, for a few days. But I decided it wasn't really worth it, so I've taken it out. Now, I replied saying that eGold earns almost nothing in meta bonding, which I think is true. But I had a big stash of LKMEX in there, which earns more. Still rubbish though. BW45 said, yeah, but mate, over a span of 2 years, we'll just get free Zoid, Utrust, and all the others. It will add up. Yeah, that's true actually. However, I think for the moment I'm more interested in using the LKMEX to make more LKMEX in the MEX farm, and then kind of reinvesting that. I mean, the meta bonding little bits and pieces, I might generally just keep them, or I will meta stake the Utrust and the ride, and the ZoidPay, hopefully I'll get my shopping pool and I just put it in there and get the 15% there. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's all going to be good. I think it's just, you know, at the moment the market is like in a terrible state, isn't it? Having said that, actually, have you noticed how Bitcoin came back from its plunge earlier on? In fact, I'd forgotten about an XRP position I had open that went very, very negative and then came out in a little profit. Yeah, it was actually this one here. So yeah, it was 335 XRP I got out of that, which is about 110 bucks or something like that. So yeah, so while the market was crashing madly this afternoon, I got a little bit out of that bounce, which is cool. So that's all good. And I think the state of the market is having an effect on how quickly the ZoidPay auction is going. I mean, so far there's actually only been 21 bids received for the 50 shopping pools. I'm actually at number 2. There we go. And I was wondering who this was with the 400,000 at number 1, called European Secure Web3 Bank. And I got a little comment today from Mick Core saying, great video and many greetings. I myself am the one above you. ZoidPay will be very successful, but it's very quiet at the moment due to the bear market. Let's enjoy the auction. I look forward to the pool. Many greetings. Really nice to hear from Mick Core there. Not sure where he's based, he, she, or whatever, but that's cool to have a communication from that one there. So yeah, Mick Core's got 400,000 ZoidPay committed there, which is really quite impressive. I've got just over 250,000, and a lot of the latest ones they've just got like 100,000, and that's all you need at the moment to get into a shopping pool, or rather to own a shopping pool. And at the moment that's about 9.5 grand. I don't think this kind of opportunity is going to happen again. I can't see ZoidPay going down much more. But there again, I'm the guy who said eGold wouldn't go below $400 again, and it certainly did, didn't it? Talking of which, I think eGold is a great buy at the moment. I think if you can get it for around $50, it's worth having, but not financial advice, of course. But yeah, looking at the way Bitcoin's come back, it looks pretty good to me. I mean, this, I was looking at this as a kind of downward sloping, what they call descending triangle, or descending wedge. And, these things, they have more likely probability of breaking out to the upside. But, this did pretty much what a lot of people thought it would do. Came down here so that everyone was kind of going short down here, and all of a sudden shot up and effed them all up. and that's where it is now. Pretty classic manipulation there. Unfortunately, I was out most of today and I wasn't able to sort of trade this up. But if you'd have traded that, if you'd have got in there and traded it up to like there, there'd be like 7% increase. So with something like 10x leverage, that would be like a 70% increase. You could have put 70% on top of your money. That would have been like a beautiful trade. I don't think it's finished, to be honest. I mean, a lot of people are saying it's going to come back down again. It might do. I mean, I've had this line drawn in here for a while, so it could come up here, then bounce back down. So that would go to about 20,000 and then come back down again. I think it's probably what it will do, actually, to be honest. But even so, at the moment, that kind of breakout from that triangle, I mean, if you were to look at a flagpole on that, something like, I don't know, something like that, maybe. And then it broke out there. I'm not very good at TA, but, to me that puts it at, 20,400, 20,500, that kind of thing, which would be really nice, wouldn't it? And also makes me think, a lot of people who, who maybe bought Bitcoin at, 30,000, 40,000, even higher, 50,000, they're probably going to be feeling quite sad now because their investment isn't worth much compared to what they bought it for. But this might be the time to try and learn to do a bit of trading. Just go really, really easy. Just use like 2-3x leverage, and look for opportunities like today. When it's going south like that and going really rapid, it's going to go to one of the previous lows or thereabouts. So that would have been this one here, that one there, or this one here. So it was slightly lower than this one here, and you could have ridden that one back up. I'm honestly not suggesting that you go out and start trading with leverage tonight, but keep an eye on the charts and just have a think about what you could have done, what you would have done. And if you use something like ByBit, you can just use like 10 or $20 or whatever. I mean, you're not going to make a fortune, but you can see the the percentage gains, and you can work out how to sort of compound your gains and make more money. So if you've got at the moment, you've only got like $1,000 worth of crypto, and you just do a bit of trading. If you get good at it, you could easily turn that into 2,000, and then when it goes back up and Bitcoin's worth 5 times what it is now, that 1,000 you made is going to be worth like 5,000. So I think it's a skill worth learning, I think, and it's, unfortunately, I don't think there's any easy way to teach it. You just have to do it. And unfortunately, you probably will get wrecked a couple of times doing it. So that's why suggest just using small amounts of money. If you do want to do it, you can either use Phemex, where you get up to a $1,100 bonus depending on the deposit you make, or you could use ByBit, where you get up to a $4,000 bonus depending on what deposit you make. ByBit, generally you need a larger deposit to get the full bonus, and you have to do quite a lot of trading. But the bonuses are there, and they do work on a sliding scale. So if you just deposit, a few $100 worth of crypto, you will get some sort of bonus. So I'll put the links above at the moment, but it's basically savewithcrypto.org/Phemex or savewithcrypto.org/ByBit. Right, enough shilling in my links now, so I think I'll go and do something else, and then I'll be back tomorrow with something else. I really think this Bitcoin is going to go back up, back up to like 20,000, but we'll see what happens. Everyone's so bearish, I think it's really trying to f them all up the arse. Anyway, my YouTube subscribers are looking really sad. This is like so close to 6,000, but not quite there. So please, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And when you do that, put the notifications on all, and then you'll be notified of my time-sensitive videos. And also, while you're down there, give the video a like, leave a nice comment, and above all, tell your friends.